Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about self-care. It's almost like a car care. So just bear with me. Um, so let's start with the car engine. That's like the most important part of the car. Um, the engine have to be function for everything else to function. So when it comes to our body, our heart is like the same as the engine, so the heart have to be functioned properly while taken care of, so everything else can function. So it's very important to do regular oil change so your engine and your piston will able to function properly. And so that will be same come to us as human. We need to take care by doing our healthy diet and our exercise to get everything moving. So that will help to prevent like blood clog and stuff like that, and prevent you from getting a heart attack. And if you think about when we run out of gas, we just go and refill the gas, or if you have electric car, you go recharge the car. So we don't throw the car away. So when it comes to us, when we're running low on energy, or high feeling and happiness and stuff like that, why wouldn't we recharge ourselves instead of throwing ourselves away and give up and enter like depressions and sadness? We can go and recharge ourselves too by doing self-care, whatever that make you happy, make you relax. So we don't throw away our car when it run out of gas. So why would we throw away ourselves when we run out of energy? And I think with when eventually after a certain amount of miles, the car need like a total tune-up, like flushing all the fluid, brake fluid, transmission fluid, and stuff like that. So to me, that a good association with us need to do detox. So just like everything else, over time things built up and stuff like that. So that's and things built up and things break down. So that's why with the car you have to do all that coolant flush and brake fluid flush and stuff like that, and put on like new liquid in there. So we also need to do that for our body. So once in a while we need to do detox to help us flush away all the toxin, all the breakdown cells and stuff like that, so we don't have over excess amount of built up of dead cell and toxin in our body. Because when we have too much toxin in the body, we get inflammations and all kind of thing like that, and your body will not function properly. And I feel like, so typical headlight will be associated with your eyes, and I associate the high beams as your third eye. So it allows you to see things in a different way, in a brighter way. So when you open your third eye, a lot of time you're more intuitive. You see the world in a different way instead of just in reality that being shown to us. Let's see. And for the radio station, I associate that to our mind. So when you listen to different type music, it put you in different mood and stuff like that. So I feel like that's kind of like our mind. We think of certain thing and that make us happy, and certain station that we turn on. but sometime when you need to listen to something is wrong with the car, you turn off the radio so you can hear all the clink clank or something leaking, something whistling. So I feel like sometimes you need to turn off the radio so you can hear if there's anything wrong with the car or something like that. So I feel like same thing with our mind. When we keep having it going and going, we're so distracted with our plan for the day, for the week, for the month, and what's going on with your emotion and all that. We never get to like shut it down to like be in the quietness to actually listen to our inner self and see how we actually feel and things like that. And I feel when we clean our car, get our car detailed nice and clean, either getting it done or do it yourself. I actually like clay bar a car before my car when I first got it. Is a lot of work, but once it's done and it buff and shine, that baby is shiny. And it smells good. And inside everything is nice and clean and shiny. So like that's such a great feeling to look at your clean car and smelling so good and it's so shiny in the sunlight. So it's the same for us, right? Like, so why don't we do that? Go get a haircut, style our hair, and for a guy, get like clean shave, put on nice clothes, put on nice cologne, and for a girl to put on makeup, like do your hair, style your hair, put on some pretty outfit, and put on some lipstick, and get your nails done, your pedicure done, so we can shine sparkly like the car. So you love for your car to look nice and pretty. Why not yourself? And let's see what next. And so with your car, when you don't keep it clean, you keep throwing like trash, empty bottles and stuff like that. I've seen people that live in their car that fill with junk and stuff like that. So when you fill up with all these junk and stuff in your car, you don't have any room to drive anybody in it. So as a human, it's like if we continue fill ourselves with like all these trash talk and all these like self-doubt and all this stuff, and being around all these negative low vibration people is eventually going to bring us down, and we don't have room for anyone that we love to come around us because we fill our immediate space with all these negative low vibrations people or self-doubt. So there's so much trash in your mind and your surrounding that you have no room for love for yourself and for others that like truly love you for who you are. So once you clear all that clutterness, that trash, then you're making room for more better things to come, for people that are more loving or more better fit for your life to come into your world or your car. What else can I associate a car with? And so a car, if you maintain it and take care of it for a long time, it will last you a long time. Even like those collectible cars can be like for hundreds of years, and if it being refurbished and well maintained, they can still function, still look shiny and sparkly. So same thing with our human body. If we take the time to invest in ourselves and take care of ourselves, we will be healthier and more like we will stay young, feel young for a longer period of time. So it's possible, if you invest your time into yourself and take care of yourself, you can stay sparkly and shiny and functionable for a longer period of time. So when it comes to a car, if you let the car sit for too long, eventually things start breaking down. For example, right before COVID, if you found out that my dad figured out my brother able to come to America soon, like maybe next year, so somebody was selling their Lexus SUV. So my dad decided, you know what, let me buy it, and by next year when my brother come over to America, then he can use that car. Well, COVID happened, so that year he was not able to come. The whole world shut down, and it took him like a 2 or 3 years later to able to come to America. So that Lexus like sat in on the driveway. My other brother actually parked on like the grass area. So the car literally deteriorated. The tire needed to get new tire. The brake was like starting to seize up, and the engine like was like functioning very weird. I think there was also something wrong with the axle, because probably the rust started building up for being sitting there and not being moved around for 3 years. And I think the inside started having some kind of mold smell because the dampness is not being used. So same thing with human body. If we stay still, we don't move, and we don't do any kind of activity, so eventually that's what happened to our body. We start to seize up and things start breaking down. Like they say, like, use it or lose it. So when you get older, you sit on the couch and watch TV all day and not going out for a walk, not doing all these like daily activity or anything like that, eventually your muscle on your leg get weakened, or your muscle on your arms start get weakened. You can't pull yourself up, you can't push yourself off the chair. So we have to keep moving, and in order for our muscle and a joint, a blood circulation and everything to function properly. As we get older, it's harder, but we can do it slowly. So we all know there's so many different type of car, an expensive Ferrari or a beat up used car, but we all on the same road, taking us destination A to destination B. So it doesn't matter what type of car it is, expensive one, cheap one, big one, small one, different color. We all on the same road to go from destination A to B. So just like human, we came in different color, different size, different nationality, but we all came to Earth to walk our own path, our own self-growth, to get to where we need to get to do what we came down to Earth to do. So we all share the same space. So when you're in a car, you only have control of your own car, and you're praying to God that everybody else doing the same thing, not driving drunk or high or under some kind of influence. So when everybody focus on their driving, and everybody go from A to B safely without any car accident, but at any point somebody next to you on some kind of either they're super tired, or they're distracted by using the phone, or they're under influence, or have a heart attack, and that's when car accident happen. So it kind of like it's part of life, right? Like, we can't control what other people do. All we can control is how we react to what people say, and all we can control is ourselves, our own actions. So just be mindful of that. If you focus on your goal, what you need to do, what you want to do for your life and stuff like that, just one step in front of the other, and just keep going, because at the end of the day, you can't control what people do. You can't tell them what to do. All you can control is how you react. I'm trying to think there's anything else. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. So I hope this kind of helped, especially with more of the guys out there, to associate self-care more with car care, because I know Most guys love their car and they take care of their car like their baby. So if you can take care of your car, you can take care of yourself the same way. So continue doing self-care and raise your vibrations. Love you all. Have a good night.